Welcome back in, y'all. It is good to see you here on Sunday, of course, the day that I normally do videos. So, no news there. But it is good to see you nonetheless. Going to be going over the fish tail stems that I made and uh, give you a look at those, check those out. Um, Talk about a few other things, I guess. Either way, um, today in the pipe, first of all, the pipe. This is one of my favorite. Um, I'm going to call it a homemade pipe, y'all. I made this pipe, olive wood, and my version of the P-lip stem, and stained and buffed with the carnauba wax. And I really like this pipe. It's probably one of my favorites that I have personally made, and I really enjoy this pipe. I use it a lot. Use it a lot. So, but in the pipe today, um, I have chosen to smoke the 5 o'clock shadow, and that's by Cornell and Deal, and it is a vapor. So it's a very good vapor. I do like it. Um, Out of all the vapors I've tasted, which is not a lot, I would say that is my favorite so far. Is the 5 o'clock shadow. Um, Another good one that I tried, and I still got some left, is the blue or the bourbon blue by Cornell and Deal, which is a vapor also. Um, Kind of gives you a little whiskey flavor in the background there. That's why they call it bourbon. By the way, it's that's a good one too. But this one here, the 5 o'clock shadow, that's what I'm smoking today. Um, but I got some pictures to show y'all, as always. And then I'm going to ask you to go ahead, for those of you that would like, and put your names in the hat for these fish tail stems, which are set up to go on cobs. Last week we gave away the P-lip stems that I made for cobs. We gave away 3 of those. Mr. Mark Cox, Mr. Ronnie Adams, and Mr. Congyro from Jerusalem. Yeah, sent his off. I don't quite know when it'll make it to him. Snail mail to Israel, y'all. I don't know. But either way, got all those sent off. Mr. Mark Cox already received his. He uh, sent me a picture and says that he really likes it. So I'm pleased to hear that. Mr. Ronnie Adams, haven't heard nothing back from him. I should have gotten it. He should have gotten it on Friday. Yeah. By the way, so now we're going to get on to like I told you, the next go round was going to be the fish tail style um, for the cob. And we'll get into those pictures. But I've been on vacation all week long, y'all. Um, well, let's just say time away from work because I really didn't take a vacation. Um, I instead worked my ass off around here and around my little homestead. Got a lot of sun. Uh, Basically became a true redneck. The whole back of my neck got burnt. And that's okay. Um, that's also when I did that. It was the first time I ever done it, y'all. I wanted to see how it all worked. It was fun. I did that quick little, what do they call it, a quick video, a short video. They call them shorts. While I was building my new fence. Um, so what I did is I have a pasture area for my livestock, but it's they of course ate that down. So I like to bring them into my backyard area and let them munch on that grass. And let me tell you, y'all, if you do not like mowing grass, just buy yourself a couple cows, maybe a horse, and they will mow it for you in no time flat. I kid you not. Um, I got a lonesome John Deere zero turn, just sitting in the back by the feed shed, dusty, doesn't get used except for when I go out to the front area. But um, literally, they mow it down to just golf course flat, um, basically. But so because of that, and me letting them up into the back area here, um, they were tearing up around my pool, uh, tearing up just everywhere. And so I told the wife, I said, look, if we're going to let them up this close to the house, then I need to build a fence to separate, give us a small area that we can keep clean and orderly, and then let them have the rest of it. And she said, okay, that's fine. So that's what I did all week. Um, Let me see. A lot of timber. I did it all out of timber, y'all. Let me show you some pictures here, and we'll move on to those stems. Um, but yeah, so this is the fence that I put up. Um, it keeps these guys out of our area here, and I'm trying to regrow some grass here for us in the back area, so we have a nice little area to enjoy. Um, but yeah, this whole fence, close to I want to say okay, so about 50 or 60 pieces of timber, and dug the holes and cemented those in, and then mounted all those guys up, built the gate for it. My wife got this nice little star to put, of course. You ever been to Texas, y'all? We're pretty proud. We put up that Texas star everywhere you can think of. But so that gate swings open and still allows me to get my lawnmower in here if I need to. Hopefully, I'll need to if this grass will ever grow back. These guys right here, there's two of them here. Um, they munch it down to nothing. Munch it down. There's my wife's horse over here. He munches it all down. Munch. Now the other ones are in the back. So this area in the back right here, that's where it leads out into the pasture. And then they'll come in from there into this area right here. But so putting up this fence allows us to have a place, and then allows them to have a little more room, so to speak. So, but that's what I was doing all week. Got around to servicing my wife's vehicle. Just caught up on a lot of chores, y'all. You sometimes you need to take time off work just to catch up on some of the things that you've let go, around your place. Um, and then also found time to make some stems. Enjoy that because it was screaming hot weather here, y'all. So when it got super, I woke up about 4:35 a.m. every morning, got out there and worked in putting that fence together, and so I could beat the heat. So somewhere around high noon is when that heat would just be screaming hot, and the humidity around here makes it twice as bad. So did a lot of sweating. Had to stay. I made sure I stayed hydrated, and then when I got done, y'all, I stripped down to my skivvies and just jumped in the pool right here. Yeah, finish out the day that way. And then I'd come in, take a shower, and then work on some stems and whatever else I wanted to do. But, well, all right, let's get into. Um, there's another picture of it, but there's another picture. Okay. All right, so started turning these stems right here. These would be the ones we'll be giving away. Um, this one right here is really interesting. It's got a lot going on in it, a lot of character in the stem. I really like it. Um, I think whoever gets it's going to enjoy it too. It does have a lot of oranges in it, a slight amount of some yellows, blacks. Mm, yeah, but the main thing there is orange, and I'll give you a better picture of it here in a minute. But turn it away on this lathe right here. Got her down, and by the way, figured out some new ways of drilling my center hole. And it turned out so much better this time. So much better, so much easier, so much nicer. So these stems, their draw holes are done really nice, really nice. So there we go. There's another picture of it right there. There's a closer up picture right there. Let's bring it up real close so y'all can see just everything that's going on inside this stem right here, y'all. Looks really nice. A lot of character going on in this stem. And I decided to, get a little artsy with it. Put some, um, turn some areas of it. Uh, I don't know, some bulbous areas, a couple lines, I guess. I don't know what to call it. And there's no, right way or wrong way to do this. I just said, well, let's put a little line right here and a little bulb right here, and yeah, that looks good to me, I suppose. And that's all I did. Once I got the wedge turned down right here, then I just went on from there. Instead, it just adds a little more character than just having a straight stem of that point. Just a little bit more. Looks nice. It was fun too. There's a quick picture of me in it. So, in case all y'all think that, I don't make these, you can see there I am in the picture, and there's my lathe, and turning away. Of course, got the pipe in my mouth the whole time doing this, but that's basically me all day long. I basically got a pipe within arm's reach, or it's in my mouth. Now here's another one that I was doing, y'all. This one here turned out really nice too, and it's like a chocolate brown color with some lighter brown swirls going into it with a lighter of them of the two browns a shimmer in it. It's when it hits the light, it's really neat, really neat. Um, that one turned out really nice too, and I went ahead and did some crazy turning on that one too. Turned out nice. But there's a closer up picture after I buffed out the orange one. And the buttons on these, y'all, it's really hard. I'll try and show you the buttons when we get out to the main screen, but it's really hard to show you them on camera, but they turned out really nice. Really nice. The way the inset is, the holes, the draw area. There is a slight amount of fishtail going on right there, where it kind of comes out. And it's not really crazy like some pipes you see, or some stems, but turned out really nice right there. Hey, that actually kind of looks like a P right there. This little area right here, I kind of thought it looked like a P from a distance. Would have been nice if there was a J next to it. That'd been cool. But anyways, there she is, kind of close up after I buffed her off. Looks really nice, y'all. I really like this stem, and I hope whoever gets it enjoys it also. There's another picture of it. I don't know if I can see the button. So the end of it is what they call the button, and it turned out really nice. They clinch really well. I was able to shape them really nice and get them as thin as possible, so it all works together. But yeah, those guys turned out nice. So let's get back to the main screen, and I'll show you all as best I can on the you know on the camera. But here is the orange one. It's got a slight bend in it. I went ahead and bent these, y'all. I really think it's necessary. I hope y'all don't mind, but I went ahead and just put a slight bend in it, and it looks really nice. Looks really nice. A lot going on. I did go ahead and take some acrylic paint and separated the bulbous areas just to kind of give it some definition in those areas right there that you can see. So it's a little darker in those areas. That's acrylic paint, and works really nice. You can still buff it out. I don't know I mean, the acrylic paint should last a long time. I, yeah, but anyways, that's what the orange one looks like. Looks really nice. Let's go ahead and set up the brown one. I didn't. Well, yeah, I showed you pictures last week of the other one. Um, but there is the brown one right here. Really hard to tell, but it looks really nice, y'all. If the light hits it just right, let's see here. Yeah, and the button, really hard to tell, but they all worked out nice. Looks really good. Just the slightest of bends right here, just a slight bend. You can run a pipe cleaner through these. It's real easy on these guys right here. It's a little tougher towards the end because of course the starting about right here is a larger drill bit, and then of course I have a really small drill bit which drills a draw hole here, but it still takes a pipe cleaner, no problem. Um, so cleans out real nice. And then I showed you in the picture. I didn't show it to you on screen here, but this is the blue one. We're gonna be giving that one away also, and it's got a slight amount of light purple swirl. I mean, it's really hard to see, but dark blues, light blues, a little bit of a silver shimmer going in it, and the button turned out really nice on this one. Also, I left this one straight. But we'll bend it. I'll go ahead and bend it if you want me to. So whoever wins the blue one, I'll bend it for you. And you probably do want a bend because this one here is a little bit longer than the others. And so, for instance, here is the uh, orange one next to the blue one. It's just slightly larger, just slightly longer in its length. So you might want to go ahead and put a bend in this one also. But so those are the three, y'all, that we'll be doing. So go ahead and put your name in the hat for those. And once again, those are fishtails, and they are meant to go in the cob. I don't, they're wedge. It may be possible that you may have a pipe that this would work in, other than a cob. I don't know. That's for you to find out. Um, well, I mean, let's see what happens here. Just play around for a moment here. So let's take, well, it might work. Of course, it would need a nice bend in it. But as you can tell, so they're a wedge, they'll fit in just about anything, I suppose. Um, Whether or not they look good, yeah, that's up to you. Like, what do they say? Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, right? So it's all about your enjoyment. And that's what I said, a lot of times we may have a good smoking pipe, but we just don't quite like the way it looks. And, that takes away from the enjoyment of smoking the pipe. Because, like I said, after we get it lit up, we take a puff and pull back and we look at the pipe. And if it looks really nice, as well as smokes really nice, that just adds to the whole thing. And so, cobs, they're not meant to be really pretty. They're not. They're meant to be very simple, simplistic in design. Um, and they go back, I don't know how many years, but uh, if any of you watched the Missouri Meerschaum video on YouTube, they tell you that farmers used to do it back in the day, and there was a farmer that went to a certain guy, I can't remember, said, "Hey, can you make these for me?" And he ended up doing it, and started a business and still going today in Missouri, Meerschaum, right there in Missouri. So, but we know the cobs, they're not meant to really look pretty. They don't, no one ever looks at a, well, maybe there's some people out there that do, but you don't really pick up a cob and say to yourself, gosh, that looks gorgeous. Maybe some of you do. Maybe if you've modded it up, maybe if you've done a lot of work on it, and when you get done, you think to yourself, oh, that looks really nice. And maybe, you know, that could happen. And this one here, with that orange stem does look really nice. I think if this was my stem, I would go ahead and sand down the cob and probably stain it brown along with the shank. And I think the brown with this stem would look really nice. So that may be a project. Whoever wins, these stems, you may decide you want to go ahead and play with your cob. It's good stuff. It's fun to do that stuff. Um, but yeah, so dressing up a cob like that, it's fun. It's that's one thing I do enjoy about cobs is you can experiment with them, play with them. You get on the inside of your cob and you do some grinding work at the bottom there to pull out the excess portion of the shank that usually pokes through. And then there's guys that will go ahead and build up the bottom to meet the draw hole. They use cigar ash, and then of course they have what they call pipe cement that they'll go ahead and they'll build up in there. Um, just playing with the cob is just a fun thing to do, y'all. There's so many things you can do to them. I've seen some guys do some amazing work on cobs. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. But so, anyways, y'all go ahead and put your name in the hat for those three of the fish tail stems. Um, don't worry about telling me what color you are. I'm just going to put everybody's name in, that wants one. It's going to go in there. And hopefully, if maybe you favor the orange and hey, good luck. Fingers crossed that you get that one. Maybe you favor the brown. Maybe you favor the blue. Fingers crossed. Um, I can't really say much. When I spin the wheel, it spins and there she goes, right? Round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. But so hopefully that happens. We'll go ahead and we'll spin the wheel for those next Sunday, and then I'll get those sent out to y'all. And then so we did this round of pea lips, we did this round of fish tails for the cobs. So I really I'm hankering to do something different. So I think I'm going to full rotation. Y'all know that remember some of my earlier videos. One of the first projects I took on when it came to the pipes was making just a simple pipe holder. Pipe rest is what they call them. And I think I should revisit that. We'll make some more pipe rests out of leather. And then we'll give those away. Kind of full circle, go back to those. And then maybe we'll come back into another pipe wrap, pipe holder. I mean, if he still wants it, I need to get on making another pipe wrap for Mr. Greg Tunnel. And if you're listening, sir, haven't forgot about you. Just been really busy. But he wanted another one specifically for church wardens. So we'll try to get into that. But things will go back around full circle, y'all. So if you missed out on a stem or something like that that you really thought you'd like, we'll get back to it. And then if that wheel spins and it's in your favor, that's good stuff. But y'all, thanks for spending some time with me today, as always, here. And don't forget to put your name in for the fishtail stems if you want some of those. And then, yeah, take care of yourselves. We'll see you next week, y'all. Take care.